So an interesting little brouhaha took place on Fox and Friends this week when co-host Brian Kilmeade suggested that pregnant women should not be hired for jobs. They were speaking, of course, of Nina Jankowicz, who is going to be in charge of the Department of Homeland Security's, disinformation center or whatever it is. So here is what Kilmeade had to say. This woman that's in charge of it, Nina Jankowicz, who's about 8.5 months pregnant, so I'm not sure how you get a job and then you could just do a job for 3 months. I'm not faulting her, but I don't know why you would give someone a job that you think is so important. Ainsley Earhardt, the other co-host, the lone female on Fox and Friends, chimed in, "Yeah, well, I'll defend her on that one, Brian. She has the right to have a baby and have maternity leave." To which Kilmeade responded, "No, I know, but if you really want to have someone head up an organization, this is the face of the organization." Okay? The face of the organization isn't allowed to have a baby? The face of the organization isn't allowed to have a job? I mean, that's what Brian Kilmeade is suggesting here. Like, why would you hire somebody that you know is about to have a baby? Let me explain it to you this way. Because my family's been in this exact situation from ass-backwards thinkers like Brian Kilmeade. After my wife had graduated college, because she had gone initially, she went back many years later in her late 20s to get her degree in education so she could become a teacher. And she got pregnant her, final year of college, graduated at the top of her class, by the way. But after graduation in May, our son was due in September. So she starts interviewing for jobs over the summer, massive baby bump. So everybody that interviews her, one, knowing that she's overly qualified, had all the credentials, all the extracurriculars, test scores through the roof. But everybody who brought her in to interview, all they saw was the baby belly. And they knew that, okay, yeah, we hire her, she's here for a month, and then she's got to go 6 weeks maternity leave. We're not going to do that. She couldn't find a job. All the people that graduated with her, that interviewed around here, that were below her in school, they got jobs. But she didn't. Because I do believe she was discriminated against due to the lone fact that she was, 6 months pregnant, would be 8 months pregnant, 9 months really, by the time that school started. So this is something that women across the country already have to deal with, and Brian Kilmeade just goes out there and says, hey, I'm okay with this. Why hire somebody when they're pregnant? Because they're just going to be taking time off and, you can't have that. This is a kind of discrimination that women face that far too few people think about. Oh, of course, they pay attention to it, when it's somebody they know, but beyond that, they forget. But people like Brian Kilmeade are the problem, and for once, I have to applaud Ainsley Earhardt for standing up to him and at least timidly putting him in his place on this issue. Thanks for watching, and if you like what you saw, don't forget to like, comment, share, and most importantly, subscribe to our Ring of Fire channel here.